And we are in South Dakota. We welcome you to Black Hills National Forest. So we just walked out of the Black Hills National Forest Ranger headquarters here in Custer, South Dakota, and I spoke to two forest rangers, just tremendously helpful and kind individuals that planned a great trip for me today at Black Hills National Forest. We'll be in the upper northwest corner. You're gonna wanna check this video out. If it goes as well as I think it will, it's gonna be a great day.
I don't have the answer, but I got a lot of questions. Are we waiting for the rapture?
So we're near the town of Cheyenne Crossing. This is Spearfish Canyon, and our first of 5 stops in this area will be Rough Lock Falls, as you can hear behind me. Let's go check that out. So originally a lot of mining was done out here, but still the area is unspoiled. It's really pristine. I mean, I just can't get over how clear this water looks. So our second stop today is another waterfall, Spearfish Falls. We're right here. We're gonna hike down in the valley and check out the falls. All right, so we just finished stop number 2. It's a waterfall. I'm gonna show it to you in a minute. Really beautiful. Also, what's really nice is we're not reaching peak season at this time, but we're getting close out here in the Black Hills in regards to the foliage change. And by the way, if you come here, finding this trailhead is a little tricky. I didn't see any signs, but it's right behind this restaurant, which we're gonna go inside right now and grab some lunch. So our third stop here today is a place known as the Devil's Bathtub. This one is marked on the road, and also it has a pretty amazing landmark right next to it. Would you check out that mining building? It's like a church, doesn't it? So it would be pretty cool to explore that place, but it's all fenced off. Anyway, back to Devil's Bathtub. This is like kind of the local swimming hole. I see a trail. We're going to try that trail. I think you have to go in a ways to find it. Let's go. So here's the trail. It just runs parallel to this beautiful stream. The hike itself is a treat. Look at that. You know, there's one thing that I don't show very often in my videos, and my daughters always tease me about it, and that's all the conversations I have with people when I'm out on these trips. It's fascinating to get to meet different people from different geographical regions in the United States, even some people coming in from international locations. And for the most part, you know, you're kind of all on vacation and you all like the outdoors, and oftentimes many of you on the trails and you're hiking together, so you kind of have a kindred spirit. But it's just fascinating to get to know different people, their interests, their likes, their dislikes, even what their opinion of every place is. But one thing that's always so helpful is to get information from them about places that are in the area that might not be on the map, so to speak, and then information about a particular hike that you might be on right now. And we just got some information regarding this hike. So it's about a mile long, I understand, so not that far. Seems like it's rather level, and it zigzags across the stream several times, but the water's low enough and there's rock steps, so you probably won't get your feet wet. The bathtub, as they call it, is a little low because the water levels are low, but if possible, we'll try to get in and get wet.
Wash me in the water, cleanse me in the mercy of your love. I need a heavenly touch, 'cause I'll be backsliding I need a little guiding for my soul. Only heaven knows. 'Cause I just need a helping hand. It's gonna help me stand.
So I think we're getting pretty close. I'm saying a little more than a mile, but it's slow moving with all these river crossings and tight crevices that you need to squeeze between. Ooh, it is a pretty hike. And it does get a little dicey at times as well. That wasn't the right way. There we go down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Devil's Bathtub. Alright, so we've been in already once. Guy going a second time. You know the way America's Parks works. When there's water, we're going for a little swim. Although in this case, we're just doing some wading today. Ronnie, you coming in?
No, thank you.
Jim? Connie will do the video work if you want. There's plenty of room for you of us in this bathtub, Jim.
I'm enjoying it through you.
Listen, Jim and Connie right here from Georgia. Subscribers to America's Parks. Met us on the trail. How cool is that? All right. You know what? If we're going to do this right, we got to go down the little water field, right?
Do it.
Connie, you're a mom, aren't you?
I am.
How many children do you have, Connie?
2 boys.
2 boys. Now, would a mom approve of this?
Absolutely. Encourage it.
Because you have 2 boys. That's why, all right?
They would have already been down and back up and down again.
Jim, you going to join me?
Once again, I'll live through you.
Here we go, Jim. You got that one? All right.
Cause I just need a helping hand. It's gonna help me stand. It's gonna help me stand.
So I'm soaking wet right now, and that sun is going down, and it's starting to get pretty chilly out here. I'm gonna make a beeline back to the car. I promised you 5 stops on this trip, but I might only hit 3. This might be the end of it. But before we get back to the car and determine what's going on, I want to let you know that I am hopefully boondocking here at the National Forest, and I don't have a campsite yet. So that is definitely on my mind in terms of something I got to take care of. So it feels good to be back in the car. Got some warm clothes on. Let me show you what's going on right here. So here's Rough Lock Falls. That was our first stop. Spearfish Falls, stop number 2. Devil's Bathtub. And by the way, I hear when the river's flowing, that thing's like 3 to 4 feet deeper. But definitely couldn't swim in it today. We might try to drive up to Bridal Falls. That was going to be stop number 5. We are going to skip the community cave. I heard that's, I think, 4 miles out and back round trip. We just don't have time for that. Then we're going to get on 222, which is right here. And you can see 222 is going to bring us down, better on this map, to either Rod and Gun or to Timon. And there's 2 campgrounds there. So let's try to hit one more stop, and then we'll try to find a campsite. All right, as I mentioned, we are skipping stop number 4. Stop number 5, Bridal Falls. Here it is.
Every now and then I get a feeling in my bones that I'm just wandering on my own. So I hit my knees and I'm crying out, please, oh Lord, won't you bring me back?
So we just bailed on Rod and Gun. Something just didn't feel right about that place. Went up to the last campground. This is Timon, but 2 spots available. We're taking that one right there. Look at that. beautiful. And man, you know what? It's so nice. You get a little older. I would have pushed that 4 mile out and back hike probably about a year ago. But right now it is nice to not have to set up my tent in the dark. I get the Jetboil stove out, make a nice little dinner for myself, relax, not as rushed. This is a good feeling. Check out that camping setup. Pretty sweet. Out here in the National Forest. Boondocking, no charge, off the grid. And for dinner, we're going with the little chicken teriyaki. As the sun is setting on another great day of life, we're going to bring this video to a close here at Black Hills National Forest in South Dakota. Please remember there's always room for you on every national park adventure. And don't forget,
From Spearfish Canyon, South Dakota, subscribe to America's Parks.
thanks so much for watching. You want to talk about quiet and peaceful out here? I wish I could show you these stars.